the Virender Sehwag gate, we could see Virat Kohli leave. And if we are lucky enough during this live, we could see his car coming out. But we are still waiting a bit for that. Now, Virat Kohli, as we all know today, had a very intense practice session. For the first time in 13 years, he was coming. Now, we've got the inside details of how Virat Kohli approached the practice session. So, what happened actually when Virat Kohli was batting? And because when you look at the whole schedule, he came at 9:30, 9:20 he arrived. 9:30 onwards, they started practicing. And then he had a good football session that was going around, and he had a lot of warm-up drills along with that. After that, close to about 10:15 or 10:20 p.m. AM IST, Virat Kohli went to the nets. Now, in the nets, this is a big situation that has developed as far as how did he approach his batting? How did he approach his net session in that sense? So this is the inside details that we have got. Firstly, Virat Kohli focused on the throwdowns. The throwdowns were being done from 16 yards. Now remember, this was the same practice drill that was used when Sanjay Bangar was training with Sanjay Bangar.
I was about to get, but I even saw you, as you have all the scoop from inside the practice session. I specifically saw that back foot was something that Virat Kohli really worked on in this practice session also, and we saw this when he was with Sanjay Bangar as well. We saw that usually it's the drill where you keep this wooden plank so that you get that extra bounce, you get that bounce off that wooden plank so that you can adjust to that extra bounce you get on occasions, which has been disturbing Virat Kohli all throughout the Border Gavaskar Trophy also, and that's exactly what he has come back and worked with. First Sanjay Bangar and now even in the Delhi training session as well. Left arm spin, another thing that he worked on quite a long time, is batted inside the nets against left arm spinners and off spinners as well. That is also a sign that has been troubling him all across formats if we talk about that. To begin with, he played football, like Vishy sir also mentioned. He had quite a longish chat with Sarandeep Singh, who's also the head coach of the Delhi team, former India player as well. Both of them have worked previously as well, so both of them had that chat, quite a casual chat we saw in that sense also.
Yep, so this is how the drill went. Okay, for close to 45 minutes, Virat Kohli had an intense drill. 16 yards, the throwdown was going on. Okay, that is one. Then he focused on 5 pace bowlers. 3 were right arm, 2 were left arm. Now remember, even left arm is something that has troubled Virat Kohli. But the main focus, playing left arm spin, he played 2 left arm spinners.
Exactly.
So that is why Virat Kohli was upping his game against left arm spin as well. So that is why this is a clear-cut indication that yes, Virat Kohli is leaving nothing to chance. We don't know how the nature of the Delhi wicket is going to be, but traditionally around this period in January, the wicket might be a bit slow. And you could see some sluggish stroke play with them, but then there'll be movement early on in the days that are there. So that is why this is the current situation that Virat Kohli had. So the details that we are giving you in this practice session, what has happened, Virat might be leaving from gate number 2 from any time now. Number 1, he had a good 20 to 25 minute warm-up drill with the Delhi team before heading out to the practice nets that were there. In the practice nets, 45 minutes, he had 16-yard throwdowns. Then after that, he moved on to tackling pace and spin. And that is why, do you think, Shashwat, that see, whatever the practice drills that were there, Virat is leaving nothing to chance and he's taking it as a big international game preparation?
I was about to get that. What they've seen in change in Virat Kohli after this Border Gavaskar Trophy is that he's ready to accept and work on that thing. It's about accepting the fact that these are the problems that have been going on with Virat Kohli, and that's exactly what he's working on as well. We saw this all throughout the BGT. We're talking about this. He's not realizing and accepting the fact that outside off stump is a trouble. We haven't seen him work that much on the outside off-stump delivery as of now, or with whatever visuals we have seen, be it in Mumbai first and now in Delhi. But what we have seen is that the back foot has really been taken into consideration. Back foot is really has been working hard. Be it the throwdown with 16 yards, that also usually when you're doing the throwdown, it's usually the extra bounce you get and also that extra pace so that you work more on your back foot as well. It's also about at times, it's also about playing left arm spinners. That has been a problem heading into this Ranji Trophy game. So he's definitely taking it up as a challenge, and we could see that with the intensity that Virat Kohli has been showing all throughout the practice sessions that he has had. He has always talked about this thing that whenever he gets out on the field, intensity is the thing that he will be giving 100% to the
Yep.
game, and that we have seen even in international cricket. And when he was practicing for this Ranji Trophy game, heading into it, even though it won't really matter to Delhi in that sense, in the
Because
perspective
they're
or
eliminated.
the Ranji Trophy, but for him personally, it's going to be a big assignment, and he is working equally with the same intensity and with the same effort as with however much that we have seen from him. We have seen the railway players have also headed inside the stadium. They are next.
Just now, one of
Yeah,
the
a
railways
few
staff
players
just
have
entered in.
goals, so
Yeah.
that clearly indicates that the Delhi's practice time is going to end. So, like international games, there are two slots in which the Ranji teams practice. First the morning slot, then the afternoon slot. So the morning slot was for Delhi. It could be vice versa. It could be a reverse slot tomorrow, where you could see the railways team practice in the morning and Delhi practice in the afternoon session as well.
Yeah.
So quite a good session for Virat Kohli as it seems, and he seems really up his game, and he seems in that zone to be back to the field.
See, let us make no mistake about it, okay? No one has ever doubted Virat Kohli's commitment, okay? He will approach every game, be it an IPL, be it a Ranji Trophy game, be it an international, with tremendous intensity. But we have seen far too many of these net sessions. I mean, if you look at it, the same intensity was there even in the BGT. Now he tackled left arm spinners, he tackled the fast bowlers, he was having throwdowns from 16 yards just to ensure that his back foot play is much better. But on the day of the execution, it all depends upon that. How does he execute it? Because tomorrow I don't know whether it is going to happen, because a lot of people have still gotten doubts. For example, Sportsman is saying, Sid, honestly tell how much this one game will help Kohli. This is just ticking the box what the new diktat is. Sportsman, sure. But see, at least Virat is adhering to the diktat.
Yeah.
It could have been easy for him to say, no, I won't do it because I've got England series. But everybody, Virat is dedicated. Let us make no mistake about it. He's dedicated to the cause of Indian cricket. And why not? Delhi is given him, sir, so it's time for him to give it back to Delhi. So that is why he is playing, yes, an inconsequential game versus Railways. But I had mentioned in the live which I did earlier, if you fail, you will talk a lot more. But if you succeed in this Railways game, you will say, okay, it's nothing much to talk about. But it is still, he's at least played a Ranji game. And then Bhavik Haswani
One thing that I sort of don't agree with you over here, Vishy sir, was that the commitment. I personally did not have any doubts on Virat's commitment, but there were definitely questions after he missed the last sixth round of Ranji Trophy, when the Ranji Trophy
next
resumed.
train, yeah.
When we saw all the players play, there were questions on his commitment, that why for so long he has not come out and played for his state, and why, even though after Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill and all the international players who came back, Rishabh Pant came and started playing the Ranji Trophy, even though Virat Kohli hasn't played. So there were doubts on his commitment, but after playing this game, now what he's shown is that maybe why he wasn't playing, because that injury was a genuine thing, and maybe the mindset wasn't there after such a long series. At the end of the day, it was over a month that he spent in Australia, and then coming back, he would have needed that extra off time, and now he is back on the field playing for his state Delhi after such a long gap, where we are seeing all the other players who played the previous round, most of them aren't going to be playing the seventh round.
The current focus in this round of Ranji Trophy is going to be on maybe 4 individuals, just 4. Virat, KL, Jadeja, and perhaps Shubman. We don't know Shubman Gill's status, whether he's going to play for Punjab, but Jadeja is playing Saurashtra's game versus Assam. Pant is not playing in this game because he already played the previous game, so that's why Kohli will play for Railways on 30th. However, the other focus will be on the Mumbai players. None of the Mumbai players are playing. Rohit Sharma isn't playing, Yashasvi Jaiswal isn't playing, Shivam Dube isn't playing. Shivam Dube, because he's been called up to the T20I squad. Mumbai versus Meghalaya, maybe it would not have achieved much. So that is why Virat didn't play the game versus Saurashtra. That is why he's playing day after tomorrow at the Arun Jaitley Stadium.
But do you think, Vishija, that how seriously can this be taken, playing the Ranji Trophy at this point? Because what we have seen is that all the players that played the previous round, most of them aren't going to be playing this round as well. So do you think that this diktat would have been just for that one particular game, that you have to play just one game and not the rest of the games, because it's just Ravindra Jadeja who's going to be playing another round as well. Apart from that, there's nobody else who's going to be playing a second match after they played the previous game. Virat Kohli will play this, but he did not play the first one. Do you think that this is just sort of an eye wash to all the fans, after just to sort of go for you? the pain of just to wash away the pain from the loss of BGT?
See, maybe that could happen. That might happen at this point in time. Because see, you play the Ranji Trophy, the diktat has been anyway issued too late. We have been really stating that, okay, this is a problem that is going on. Superstar culture was promoted in a big way in Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma's absence. They didn't prioritize Ranji Trophy. So that is why this is the current situation that is going on. So perhaps a diktat has come, better late than never. So let's see how that pans out. So yes, at least he's playing. That is the one thing that we can think about. So thank you so much, folks, for that. If you look at it, because see, Virat Kohli, commitment wise, many people will say, oh, the schedule wasn't up to the mark. It was too cramped. There wasn't anything going on. So that is why, oh, when they decided to take a break, they didn't take on the break. Now, as far as superstar culture is concerned, this is what one particular thing. Never seen so many journalists covering net session of a Ranji game. Those journalists who run agenda against Kohli are themselves promoting superstar culture.
I was about to get to this.
I have a problem with Bhavik Haswani's comment. I'll tell you why. He's that same typical convenient Indian cricket fan who doesn't care about the Ranji Trophy for superstar players aren't playing. But now our superstar players are playing. Everybody has to take a
But you are also wrong over here, na? Because you also today you have come on the field early in the morning. You have woken up, even though when you know that there's a T20 at night, you have come in the morning.
I'll tell you why.
If Virat Kohli would not have been here.
See, we have criticized this convenient superstar culture also. If Bhavik Haswani would have wanted to check the other videos that we had done, we have criticized the superstar culture.
But you are only promoting it. That's what Bhavik is trying to tell you.
How come?
Because
I am only telling you the news.
No. Delhi is playing their 7th game. This is Delhi's last Ranji Trophy game. Did you come for any other practice session?
Well, what
you
to do?
You came early in the morning today on such a breezy, sunny, nice day. Although the weather is fine in Delhi.
I have also been issued a diktat.
Okay, so you have also been issued a diktat. So that's why then you are.
It is a typical this thing
superstar culture.
Then no, it's not a superstar culture. If there is a diktat, you have to follow it. Virat followed the diktat, so that's why see he's not above the game. I'm not above the diktat. So that is why see players are in this rut currently because they have lost 2 consecutive series. That too very badly. They lost 3-0 at home and they have lost 1-3 in the BGT. So that is why this rut is currently going on and you can't help it. So that is why
I want to know that what exactly happened early in the morning when you reached here. You being the senior pro got the opportunity to have a look at the warm-up session as well. How exactly was it? Virat Kohli, was he in the team that was wearing the bib? The orange bib, or the team which was not wearing the bib?
He was not wearing the orange bib. He was just having even the natural whites.
Do you recognize anybody else in the Delhi team?
No, I couldn't recognize most of the guys. I mean, it's unfortunate because see, the Delhi team are in transition at this point in time. So
I saw the videos. I think Himmat Singh, Ayush Badani were on one side and Virat Kohli was in the other team.
They were all there. I mean, most of the Delhi guys who have been playing for all this rounds in the Ranji Trophy, they were all there. It's not as if they were lacking in any intensity. In fact, the intensity was even more with Virat Kohli in there. It was spreading all over. So he was in the traditional that was there in the white kit that was
the white sweater that you were talking about in the live yesterday, the woolen sweater that has sort of been out of the equation now since few years now. He was in that typical white sweater.
Yep.
So did you catch the glimpse of the black Porsche? Not too many seen in Delhi these days.
I just missed it. When I was coming on the way, I was held up in that section along Rajpath.
Because that black Porsche was leaving, or?
I just was coming here and then that Porsche had left. So I couldn't catch the glimpse of it.
Maybe you were stuck in traffic because that Porsche was leaving.
That Rajpath signal took a lot of time. So that is why when I was coming, if I had come about 5 minutes earlier, I could have gotten the Porsche. But then I just missed it. So that is why.
It's a black colored Porsche.
I know. It's a black colored Porsche.
We'll see it now anyways.
We will see it now. Hopefully, I think, see, the time right now is 11:40. Unless he takes another gate.
No. There is no, in the Arun Jaitley Stadium.
This is the only gate.
One gate from where the car can come out, what I feel is.
Exactly.
Think is. But I think what also would have done this to this Delhi team, I think lots of players in that camp who would have never even met Virat Kohli for say in the past. Be it a Vansh Bedi who's going to be.
See, Ayush Badoni would have met Virat Kohli in the IPL.
Yeah.
And if you look at
he's going to be captaining him now.
Sanat Sangwan might not have.
Sanat Sangwan would have met him, but not too many exchanges. Sanat Sangwan is just predominantly a
yeah.
red ball player in the Delhi.
Exactly.
Capital
Sanat
Football.
Sangwan would not have met him. Maybe Jonty Sidhu.
Jonty Sidhu would have met him
Would
because
have
he's
met
been
him,
playing
yeah.
for Delhi since a very long time now.
Yeah.
Navdeep Saini and them, they would have been great friends.
Of
It would have
course,
been a
of
great
course.
reunion for Navdeep
Yeah.
Saini and Virat Kohli, both of them. And
Indeed,
also
indeed.
Ayush Badoni is going to be. Is he going to be able to sleep? Do you think how many of these players would not have been able to sleep last night because they would have been excited and have the butterflies to meet Virat Kohli?
I mean, when you look at yesterday, there was a very prominent cricketer who watched Sports Today's dugout. And when we saw who it was, we couldn't believe it. I still can't believe
Who
it.
was it?
Will be revealed later, my friend. It was, we checked the dugout yesterday. We revealed it yesterday. So I would say that was the same feeling that most of these players were. I mean, imagine Ayush Badoni captaining Virat Kohli.
Would have you ever thought about
No,
that?
no. I don't think
years
so.
back
I
when
don't
he was
think so.
practicing in the Sonnet Club
No.
and seeing Virat Kohli score those tons in
No,
Australia and Sri Lanka,
He wouldn't have.
all
He
across the
wouldn't.
world, that I will be captaining this man who he would have idolized for such a long time.
It is a feeling like you get that adrenaline pump. You're like, oh my god, I'm going to captain the Virat Kohli. Sure. So that is what. See, now the bus is coming here.
The railways
The
team,
railways
yeah.
team are just coming at this point in time. Some of the guys who were there inside as part of the net bowlers, they came in.
Yeah.
And so now at this point, you're going to see, I think,
Railways team, yeah. With
Yeah.
it will come in the frame also.
yeah, it will come in the frame.
Yeah.
So I'll just move away a bit. And you
Yeah.
can see that the railways
But
team
that's,
is about
the
to come.
teams come in the bus for. It's not like that. You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll not see the Delhi team going by bus.
Yeah.
And that's going to be because when you're playing the home game in Ranji Trophy, you can go back home. Even
Yeah.
when the players are playing the game during the game, they will be heading back to their homes, not the hotel.
Correct, correct.
And
correct.
that's exactly was the case even today. You'll see the Delhi players also coming out. We might have an opportunity to talk to a few of them and ask how exactly. I think this boy would have had the opportunity
Yeah.
to meet Virat Kohli. Would he have had to continue?
Well, let's see, let's see. So, yep, as you can see that the railways team are just entering at this stage. So, from 12 to 3 is when they are going to practice at this point. So, it's a really good situation that is there. As you can see, a lot of traffic hustles and it really doesn't help. So, yep, this is how it is going on at this stage, and I just will have to make a bit of room because I will be holding up the traffic at this point. So, yep, there is the railway who are coming in. Yep, and as you can see now, this is the way that is there. So, yeah, railways are going to practice from 12 to 3, and then the Delhi team's practice is over at this point in time. So, I think I will be holding up traffic for quite a long time here. So, I'm trying to move around a bit. So, let's take some more comments that are there. And he's dedicated to Nikhil says, come on, GGK, come on. If you are a professional cricketer, you will understand the pains of this. Yeah. So that is why we are getting one special guest also on the live. We are trying to get a special guest on this live here. And as and when it happens, we will take about it. So yeah, all the players are debarking at this stage from the railways time. And Jeevan Kumar, no, it is not going to be live. Delhi versus Railways game is not going to be live for TV because already the roster was done and no one knew that Pant or Kohli would have played here. So that is why it is over. So Railways, yeah, just got a bit of a net issue that cropped up. So yep, it is done at this stage and that's how we are looking at it. Let's take some more comments. I think we are getting the same comments. Is there any possibility that ball will move? Abhishek Rawat is saying. Move if a bit because yes, then this match will help him. Otherwise, practice on flat deck's not going to help his cause. See, let us make one thing clear here, Abhishek Rawat. Okay, when you are playing on this particular deck at the Firozshah Court or the Arun Jaitley Stadium, it is very important to understand that there will be a bit of movement early on. After that, the pitch might slow down. Because in January, this is the way how it is. So, in this way, I'll have to move back a bit because this humongous bus will ensure that I get run down. So, that is the way I look at this thing. So, Abhishek Rawat, there will be a bit of early movement. So, that is why special guest declined.
No, he's just coming out. I think there's a kid who got the opportunity to meet Virat, so I'm just trying to get a hold of him. He would be on cloud nine at this point.
Yeah, yeah,
Let him
yeah,
just
yeah,
come
yeah.
out.
So let's see.
We just got a glimpse of Karan Sharma, also the leg spinner.
Leg
He's
spinner,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Railways
railway
team.
side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karan Sharma is part of the Railways side that is there. So
But which is a little surprising that not too many people have turned out. Knowing the fact that Virat Kohli was going to practice
I
at
think
the
it's
Arun
because
Jaitley
of the strict
Stadium.
security restrictions that are there.
But are there? Are there? Like, I
There
was
was.
expecting more security, to be honest.
There
Because
was.
this
there
is
was.
the area where the players usually come. So during international games and during IPL games, you've seen
Yeah.
this area is absolutely cordoned off. No North person can actually enter from this
Yeah,
place.
it's
But
cordoned off
there
from
was,
that end of the road over there.
exactly. But
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no such thing today that I saw, and it doesn't seem like. Can you imagine if certain Virat Kohli, one of the biggest personalities in this country for that matter,
Yeah.
is currently inside practicing, and there are not too many people. But
There aren't too many people. Yeah.
but I met a few fans who would have been really eager to meet Virat Kohli. They were just talking about there's been a buzz that day after tomorrow when the game is to start, there's this thing that how many people will be allowed.
yeah.
What DDCI said is that 10,000
10,000.
people, and the capacity is going to be 10,000. That's going to be the old clubhouse and the stand above that.
Yeah.
But if more people come, more stands will be also open. All the ground floors, all the other
The Gautam Gambhir Pavilion might be
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
The Mohinder Amarnath stand, one part of it might
Northeast stand, northwest
Yeah.
stand, all the ground floors will be open. So if anybody is concerned about this fact that it's going to be first come first serve phase and 10,000 people, if they fill up soon, they won't get an opportunity to
Yeah.
enter. That's not going to be the case. Even if there are more than 10,000 people, DDCA will try to accommodate them, keeping in mind that this occasion is going to be really, really big.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a tremendous occasion. I mean, it will be a big logistical task to ensure that they are all. I think we can get back to normal thing because the bus
Yeah.
almost threatened to run me down in that sense.
No,
So,
no, sir.
yeah, it almost
With the
threatened.
Indian Railways bus, they would not have done that.
Railways and the bus running you over. Catch the joke, transport joke in that sense. So, yep, it's like going on in a big way, and that is why we are waiting. We are still waiting. I think I'll have to get to a better place because the light is gone against me. Yeah. This is better. This is better. So, yeah, I hope that we get a glimpse of Virat soon. Waiting for it. It's been 25 minutes since we are doing this. So, I don't know
But
when.
you definitely missed the Porsche. But did you catch the Chole Bhatura guy who came to deliver here?
Shashwat, my gastronomic problem here is that I cannot have chole bhature.
You cannot, Vishy sir. You to obviously cannot have Chole Bhatura. You are on diet. You have lost so much weight that all your fans have definitely seen. But Chole Bhatura, with a certain Virat Kohli who's coming back after so long.
Yeah, Virat
See,
Kohli.
anyways, he
can-
lives in Gurgaon. It's a
Yeah.
little far away, so his favorite player Ram ke Chole Bhature would not be delivering in Gurgaon. But here he would be delivering.
For
I think.
Virat, why can't he make that special
He
concession?
can, but have you seen that interview of his where he talks about this fact that it's better to have it as warm as possible. So by the time they reach Gurgaon,
By
it would have
knowing Gurgaon
Yeah.
traffic,
but
my
here
goodness.
it's more closer. Have you gotten Chola Bhatura?
no,
For him,
no,
maybe he
no.
stops the car and is ready to give you an interview if you give him
Virat
Chola
will
Bhatura.
speed away. We will take chole bhature from only people that are well known to him. And I think he is coming, if I am not mistaken. So, Shashwat, will you do the honors
Yeah,
then
yeah,
and
yeah.
capture that grand moment? I
We
couldn't
will,
capture
of course,
him
be
going.
capturing it.
Yeah, so I will try. I will prolong the live for even more because I think he's reached there and I think they are going to open the gates soon. And as you can see, there are people waiting to see a glimpse of Virat Kohli at that point in time. So, let's see if that Porsche comes out anytime soon.
Black Porsche that's
Black
been
Porsche.
doing the rounds on social media since morning.
Yep,
It's been-
indeed.
Where is Virat going to bat in this 11?
Four?
4?
Yeah.
3.
See, who's going to be your opener? Sanat Sangwan will
Sanat
open.
Sangwan will open.
Ayush Badoni will be
No,
three.
no, Ayush Badoni will be 4. What I think is Ayush Badoni might be 4.
Okay.
You might see Ayush Badoni come in at 4.
Okay.
And you also have Himmat Singh at 5. You have, I think Yash Dul would come in
Yash
at number
Dul,
3.
Yash
And
Dul
4
would be
you
number-
might see Virat coming
Virat,
in.
yeah.
And 5 then you might see Himmat Singh. And
Correct.
then I think Gagan Vats and Sanat Sangwan, you're right,
Yeah.
would be opening. You have also Vaibhav Kandwal in that lineup.
No, but I think
another
if Yash
Delhi
Dul
player.
is there, then Yash Dul will be at number 3 and
Yeah.
then number 4 will be Virat
Virat
Kohli. Then I
Kohli.
think it's number 4 for
What
Virat
an
Kohli.
opportunity for Yash Dul. Same trajectory in that sense, hasn't been same, but it's kind of the same story. They come from almost the same area in Delhi. Both hail from West Delhi.
Yeah.
Both have been captains of under-19 winning teams, Yash Dul and Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli took off in Yash Dul. What a moment it would be for him. Looking at him, he would be thinking that that's exactly how a certain Virat Kohli started his journey. Where I am, he just needs to, take it off from there.
Yeah, but then see, Yashdul, the problem what has happened with his career is he didn't hit us at a point of stall. Virat's career never stalled after the 2008 Under-19 World Cup. Rapid entry into the Indian team, and then he never looked back from that point. Yes, it took him a year to ensure that he became a test great, but then after that, there was no stopping Virat Kohli. With Yashdul, I don't know when he's going to get a chance in the Indian cricket team. So that is the problem. There are too many players in the Indian cricket team, and Yashdul is way back in the line. Yes, under 19 winning captain.
One thing that Virat Kohli could definitely do here is that get that unity in this Delhi team. This Delhi team we have seen has been not in the best of forms. Last time Ranji Trophy early exit. This time again early exit out of the group stage, on the verge of getting relegated to the lower group as well. And then now we have seen change in captaincy. Last time it was Yash Dul, midway given to Himmat Singh. This time midway taken away from Himmat Singh and given to a certain Ayush Badoni. So a lot of things in that sense have not been going well for the Delhi team. So Virat Kohli could definitely get that unity in this dressing room and tell those players that there's a cause that they are playing for. Just try and get a glimpse of that child.
Of course, that special guest that we are trying to arrange, because he apparently met Virat Kohli. So we will try and get him on the platform here as soon as possible. Anuj Rawat. Okay, so this is Anuj Rawat here who's come. So this is his car that has come. So that is Anuj Rawat at this point in time. So he's leaving at this stage. Shashwat, I think you're holding up the way. He's holding up Anuj Rawat's way. Beat that. So yes, Anuj Rawat is just leaving at this point, and that's the way. So the Delhi practice session is done, and this is not the car, but this is the car that's ahead. So that is Anuj Rawat at this point. There he's going behind. He's gone behind there. So that is why this is his current situation. We are still awaiting Virat to exit. So in that way it's there. So as you can see, there is a very special bit that Shashwat is recording there. A young child has met Virat Kohli at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. So let's see how that pans out, how that interaction carries on. So it is going to be very, very interesting that we have got. So lots to talk about in the Delhi practice session, but yes, we have seen it in the past. Virat Kohli has looked great in the nets. He looked great in the BGT nets, but unfortunately, when it came to match practice simulation, that wasn't the case. So I'm getting a lot of comments that did you follow what Virat practiced with Bangar? Yeah, I did. I mean, see, there was more thing on his back foot play that was there. So this is a really good thing that was there. Back foot play, 16 yards. The same 16-yard drill was being done today in the Arun Jaitley Stadium. Then he focused on his hard work that was there. And back foot play, front foot play for 5 minutes. But then he was tackling left-arm spinners in that sense. So in that way, Sanjay Bangar's practice session might have helped in a big way. So there'll be something very special that we'll be uploading as far as a fan chunk is concerned on Sports Today and Sports Tak. A very special fan has met Virat Kohli, and he's now the center of attention. I mean, look at it. Everybody else is now, more than Virat Kohli, this kid is now the focus of attention here. So really good situation that is there. And yeah, perhaps can we get him to say hello here, Shashwat? Can he tell a hello to the fans? So we are just waiting for that, and I will again move a bit. One more truck is coming along the way, so it's a really good feeling that is there. So that's about it for this session. As I mentioned, if you want to look at the start, he can't come and say hello.
Not on the live, but
we'll have his chunk. Okay, so yep, there he goes. There he's seeing that he's running away. Yeah, the lucky boy who met Virat Kohli. So yep, Shashwat, good on you that he's got it. So did he share any interesting tidbits?
Yeah, but I'm not going to reveal it.
Of course. You're not going to reveal it. Yeah. So shall we call it quits? And then we'll now be back for more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so I know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. More news coming your way. Bye-bye.